Hi, I'm Aidan from Leveler, and today I'm going to be talking about scheduling posts and creating content within your Leveler dashboard that will get posted into your Discord server. This can help you to improve clarity and transparency across your wider team. It can also allow you to create all of your content at the beginning of the week or the month, however you prefer to do so that you can set and forget and focus on the tasks that really matter to you. So you're in your Leveler dashboard, and the first thing you want to do is head over to this left-hand side navigation bar and head down to where it says Scheduled Posts. We're going to click here. This will give us this screen. This gives you an overview of all of the content that is going out. By default, it is set to view all channels. But what we can do is we can select specific channels if you really want to just focus and hone in on the content going in those specific channels. This does give you a good idea of where that content is going, and also if you have specific team members taking control of certain channels, you also get a good insight to what content they are posting. It also really helps with team cohesion, because you can see what's going out when, and you don't overlap too much to overwhelm your members so much. You can actually click on each one of these messages, and it will give you a preview on the right side of what that message looks like. This is always good so that you know what to expect, and if it doesn't look right to you, you can go in and edit it and make it look better. And as with most other features on Leveler, you can also select different date ranges to show what you see in this overview here. You can customize that to your heart's desire. So we want to create a post. First thing we do is go over to this top right part here and click on New Post. So here we are in the content and message scheduler within your Leveler dashboard. It's a really powerful and robust tool, as there are lots of options for customizations of how your content is going to look within your Discord server when it goes live. But the first thing we want to do is select a channel for our content to go into. Naturally, you'll probably have lots of different channels within your server, so we need to make sure that the posts are going in the right place. I'm going to select the announcement channel for this one, and I'm going to start typing my content in this box here. As I type, it updates in real time in the message preview on the right. I find this is really super handy, so that I don't have any unwanted surprises of how my content appears when it eventually goes live, and I'm getting this immediate feedback straight away, so I can make changes as necessary. So I want to schedule this message for later. I'm going to tick that box, and I'm going to choose a date and a time, and then this post will go out when I have selected it to do so. Of course, this is really useful if you're scheduling your content all at the beginning of the week or the month, and it allows you to have that peace of mind to focus on your other tasks. Underneath here, we have a few different options. We can add an embed. So this embeds a message within your message, and it actually highlights that. And there are some formatting options that help it to stand out a little bit more. We're able to add a title. We're able to change the sidebar color. I really like this feature because you can make your message stand out and pop. Perhaps you can use colors to categorize certain types of content within your Discord server, or perhaps you just want it to align with your brand colors. And then we have another body in which we can type into. We can add a URL to point to a specific website, and we can also add media within here. And this will all, again, update in real time. We know what it looks like. We can enable author. So let's say, well, I posted this from Leveler, so I want my name on this post. Maybe I have a link to my portfolio here or my LinkedIn. I can add it there. And we can even add a icon to go with it. We can also add a footer. So this is like a caption. And again, we can add a date and time to those things. So a lot of different formatting options here for embeds. It can really make your content stand out a little bit more in your Discord server. It's not just plain text. So I'm just going to disable this embed for now. I'm going to go ahead and we'll have a quick look at attachments. Pretty much does what it says on the tin. It attaches files to your message. So I'll give my file a title. It is going to be called photo. The description, a photo. I'll click upload and choose an image here. And this will update within your post. People are able to now download that photo. Cool. I'm going to remove this for now, and we're going to look at the last option we've got here, and that is to add an action button. This is really cool. So we can create call to actions within our Discord server. Let's say you've just launched a new newsletter. Perhaps you want to drive revenue through your merch store or through ticket sales, or you want to point anywhere else really. Let's say for now, just go to the merch store. We can type that in, it creates a button, says merch store, it stands out, it looks nice in the message, and you can add a URL there as well. So it's just a little bit better than just providing a link in a message. It's a real call to action. People are more likely to click it. Let's say you're doing a big announcement and you're expecting loads and loads of chatter about this thing. We can then create a thread through this message. So when we schedule the content to go out, the thread is then created, and in this thread it contains all of that chatter within there, so that you don't drown out all the other conversations happening in the other channels in your Discord, as it will all be focused here and it won't seep out and bleed out into other channels. So a really useful feature. We can name that thread. We can then also set it to auto archive after a certain amount of time of inactivity, so it doesn't just take up space on your server forever. We can also edit the bot profile. So let's say I want to post this myself. I can type in my name. But let's say you have some brand mascots. You want to use them for different types of content, different things. You can also set it up however you wish to do. So I can type in my name. I can add an image here. And that's just going to update the bot, as you see here in the message preview, to look like this. We then have some additional options, so we can pin the message to the top of a channel. So at the very top of Discord, users will see a little pin, they can click it and they can access this message through that very easily. We can edit an existing message, so for this you'll need the message ID, but let's say you've got a big set of rules in your Discord server, you can then go and update those rules without having to go and create a new post every time. We can suppress embeds. This is really handy actually, because let's say we're linked to a website. You know, I'm sure you've seen it many times that when you link to a website, sometimes a website preview pops up. It's not always relevant to your content, so we don't want to drown out your content and distract from that with an embed from a link that you've provided, so we can just make sure that's hidden by default. We can also suppress notifications if we feel like it's not a super important thing. We don't need to ping everyone in the server about it. We can just suppress that for this message. Cool, and that's it. We can just go and select post now, or click for scheduling for tomorrow at 8:42 p.m. But that is content creation within your Leveler dashboard in a nutshell. Of course, if you need any further help or instructions, feel free to reach out to us at any time.